Well, hello and welcome to Watch What Crappens. This is part 2 of a 2-part recap. If you're like, hey, wait a minute, I didn't hear part 1. Guys, it's because we put out a lot of recaps. Go back and listen to part 1, okay? It's before this one. Bye. Enjoy the show. Night 2 is a Spanish-themed fine dining tasting menu. 6 to 8 courses. Chef's choice. We all know that they love their 8-course meals. So now we get to see Josh's version, and, you know, he's very nervous. I'm already missing last season's the guy putting a piece of asparagus, like one spear of asparagus on a plate and calling it a course. So I hope Josh is up to the task, because that was pretty amazing.
I'm excited to see the 8 courses, because I think what's going to happen is like a tiny car is going to show up at the table, and like one cloche after another is going to come out and be like, how did they all fit in there?
So now preference sheet meeting's over. Cut. Sandy wants to see Nathan on the dock. Okay, look, there's some watermarks over here. Need those cleaned up. Okay. He's like, okay, I got it. I know I can trust him. It's just the first couple of days.
Hey, Nathan, why don't you check your phone? You got a new voicemail, huh? It's like, oh, I certainly did. Who is this from? Hey, Nathan, this is Captain Sandy. I'm doing something they call paying it forward. Just want to say you're doing a great job. Your team's in disarray, and I'm not sure if it's going to really work out. But generally speaking, you're doing great. We love your hair. We've accepted it now. I used to think it looked like a monk from the year 1303, but now I see it. It's that circle is like a landing pad for a kiss. So
hey, Nathan. Nathan, answer your phone. Nathan, answer your phone. I want to show you something I'm learning.
Okay.
I pay it forward. Okay?
Oh, I got another voicemail. Oh. What's this one say?
Hey, baby, it's me, Captain Sandy, baby. I just wanted to let you know, baby, that you're like real, you're real cute, but more in a sexy way, not just a cute way, but like a sexy, like kind of wife way. Did that make you feel better? Okay. Bloop.
Sort of did.
Yeah,
I feel like I've got a little bit of a pep in my step.
When you're happy at home, you're happy while you roam. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
Just remember, you've got a supermodel that you can go home to when this is done. So you're batting over average, sir. Oh well, I actually fucked it up. What? You fucked it up with the supermodel? How'd you do that? Okay, well, doing a great job, baby. Anyway,
baby. So now let's see what else is happening here. Another deck team meeting. Nathan's like, okay, there's watermarks and we can't do that when we go overboard. So let's make sure we're scrubbing, get the hose out and do the railing, prioritize the railing. All right. God, it's so frustrating. Goddamn morons.
So now Tessa is now going to start some trouble, because she's kind of now stepping into kid sister vibes, right? Because she's like, she pulls Max over. And she's like, Max, yesterday when you went to do the bow, Christian said that we weren't washing the outboards. And Max like, ugh. And we see yesterday a flashback where Tessa asked Christian, have you already done the outboards? And Christian says, I haven't done the outboards because I don't think we did the other side. I think we'll just rinse. So this was apparently very impactful. I didn't really understand the significance of this, but all I knew is that it pissed off Max.
Yeah, and I don't think that she's relaying it properly, so she's just starting trouble. So Max is like, Christian, for Maxwell, I'm not again. He knows it's not. I'm not. And Christian is like, I'm on the bridge. So Captain Sandy's like, okay, listen, I know you want perfection, but when you're showing people how to do this, people follow you, Nathan, okay? People follow you. Look how happy everyone is. All right, call me BB. Okay, I'll do whatever you want. Just tell me what you want. So
Christian, I'm so mad. Okay, I start to be really mad if you start to piss me off. Okay, and he's like, what? He's like, because you didn't do the outboard on this side. And she's like, yeah, we did. We rinsed it. He's like, oh no, yesterday you say yesterday to Tessa to not do this part, right? He was like, no. She's like, oh bro, this is dirty as shit. Because Christian rinsed it because I think he thought that's what they were supposed to do. But Tessa made it sound like Christian said, like, don't even bother with it. Like, let's cut a corner. And it sounded like he just was confused about what his instruction was. And now Max is coming at him hard. Instead of saying, hey, what did you say to Tessa? He's just listening to what Tessa said and yelling at Christian. I don't know why I'm standing up for Christian. I just think that Max is more annoying to me today.
Because Tessa started some bullshit and Max is starting some bullshit too. That's why. See, even people who punch you for stealing their nose deserve to be stuck up for sometimes.
Yeah.
So, Kristen,
knows.
Nathan's still getting it from Captain Sandy about, yeah, like people who watch you, they look up to you. Before you know it, you call a couple of people BB, and everyone's going to be walking around here with haircuts like monks. You'll see, you're going to be a real leader. You're going to be a real real leader in the supercuts field. It's going to be great. I'm going to know that you succeeded when everyone around here looks just as stupid on top of their head as you do. God, I believe in you. Get out there.
Hey, Nathan, guess what? Come in a little closer. Get a little closer.
Yeah.
Got your nose. Got your nose. Guess
geez.
what? I got your nose, and I'm not taunting you with it. I got your nose because I'm proud of it, and I want to keep it for a little bit. So,
do you want me to kick her out for you, bro? No, man, it's okay. It's okay, Christian. Please, back off.
It was approved. It was approved. She's taking good care of the nose. Just tell my nose. I love my nose, and I miss it, and I'll try to visit it every month if I can.
So Christian is still insisting that they did rinse it, and he never told Tessa that. And Max is like, but you didn't do it. And he's like, I don't really remember. He's like, oh, it's normal. You don't remember, no? That you didn't do a step of washing the elbows? Is that your job, man? Is that your job? Push the button. Push the button. Push it.
Stop telling me this. Start to go to raise the volcano inside the man. Okay? Like, don't do it to me. Like, Christian's like, let it explode. Let it explode. Oh, man. Like, what the fuck, bro? It's like, yeah, you want to insult me? You want to disrespect me? And Christian's like, Max is like Napoleon. He has like a big ego. It's like, oh, I'm the unofficial lead deckhand.
Christian wants to grab him by the neck and throw him overboard. But he's not going to because he already wasted his one chance in Australia. He's going to go to jail next time, probably. So now they're fighting, and Christian's like, you're a fucking child. And Max is like, oh, yes, I'm child. You can show like you are somewhat mature. You're 34. You respect people. At least say I'm sorry. Say I'm sorry, He's like, sorry for what? Sorry, we have to take your shit back and losing time because you didn't do blah, 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 rinse, blah, 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 blah.
So I was with Tess. I don't even remember if we brushed it. It's like, who is Tess? I don't even know. I don't know where that name came from. It's just somehow like in my mind. Oh, okay. So then Nathan comes by and he's basically like, stop it, So Christian goes up to Mac. He goes up. This is a little bit after their fight. After Nathan says like, scram, everyone calm down and get back to work. Then Christian a little bit later goes up to Max and goes, hey, bro. And he goes, oh, don't call me bro anymore, bro. Don't call me bro. I was like, oh, geez.
We are no longer bro. We are not bro. We are not bro. And so Max is like, yeah, all this job is because of you. This waste of energy is because of you. And Tessa's just like, that's terrible.
I hate to see the boys fighting, but I know they'll get it back together again because they're brothers.
Not how I raised him to be. So Nathan's like, oh, Jesus, why are we doing this again? So he tells them, listen, one more argument before we start charter. I swear to fucking God, I'm going straight to the captain and she's going to make you listen to the voicemail she got from her wife 10 times in a row. Let me tell you, it's not an easy chart. It's not an easy boat to chart. So Nathan's like, oh God, they're making me crazy, So now it's time to get into our whites because people are coming. And someone's like, oh my God, I can't wait for my espresso martini. So
yeah,
these are hateable people. We already know that these are hateable people.
Terrible, stupid people. And Jack, the primary, has arrived and he is he's got 7 pieces of luggage, which is totally unnecessary. It's a power play, especially because he knows if he's asking them to unpack all the luggage, he is purely just one of these people who wants to, exercise power. So Aisha's like, you're having guests like these. They're very specific with what they like. So I hope that Kizzy and V can keep up and deliver the standard, which I really need to give to them. They won't. They'll fail. Spoiler alert, by the end of the episode, Kizzy is serving this guy chili con carne. Like, it's like when he asked for like chicken. So I don't have
such an asshole. I'm glad. I hope he got bad poopies from that chicken con carne. Well, he was sleeping.
I hope so too. This guy's a douche.
But yeah, it's like, 7 pieces of luggage, darling. You'll unpack that, won't you? It's like, oh God, get out of here. So now it's time to go, guys. Well, the guests get some tapas. Okay. And now they have to start unpacking for this Jack guy. And then V's like, yeah, like I feel more proactive in this charter because like I've kind of already got the idea of it. Like we do things in the morning and then we do stuff in the afternoon, like turn ups, turn downs. Like I've got this. I'm like a sponge absorbing information. I really enjoyed SpongeBob as a kid. In Spain it's called Bob Esponja. That was such an intrusive thought. Okay.
I am just so happy that V has internalized certain aspects of this job. Like the morning things are done in the morning, like breakfast is in the morning, lunch is at lunch, dinner's at dinner. And like you make the beds in the morning, you turn down the beds at night. Like good for her for like really kind of like wrapping her head around these concepts. It's a tricky one. The learning curve is pretty steep, but it seems like she's kind of gotten through the hard part,
She's killing me because I don't hate her or anything. I just think she's kind of blah. But what's killing me, and I think it's really unfair to her, is that she looks exactly like Rocky to me from Below Deck. That was Below Deck Regular, right? Where Rocky was ironing the captain's pants, ironing the captain's pants. That Rocky. To me, she looks just like Rocky, but she's no Rocky, It's like Rocky came back lobotomized. And that's saying something for Rocky because Rocky wasn't a brain surgeon to start.
I was about to say, this is in praise of V, right? Like lobotomized Rocky is the better version.
Well, in the personality lobe or whatever. At least Rocky was fun. She was putting cherry juice on oysters. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, look, Rocky is one of the very few stews that we remember all these years later. I mean, she was on season 3 and now we've had all these different iterations and we will always remember Rocky. Rocky and Kat. Let's also not forget Kat. I guess that was back then when we only had to focus on a few people and it was like really easy to remember who they were. But it'd be kind of fun if they brought them back, especially Kat. Wouldn't that be great if they brought back Kat? She would hate it. She's probably like smoking cigarettes, putting her feet up, be like, okay, love, why don't you just go clean that up for me, won't you? I'm just going to sit here and have a little ciggy. All right, thank you so much.
So then we cut to Josh, who's stressing out in the kitchen. And I told you, Post-it people are crazy. He's standing in the kitchen, shaking and like beating on the table like, you can do this. You can do this. Look at your poster. Stop. The Post-its. What did his Post-it say? Like, caution. Don't do it. Didn't they say? What did they say?
Something like detach.
Don't do it.
Detach. It's okay. Your clown makeup is actually under the bed. Don't forget.
Yeah, so he's freaking out and Aisha sees him and she's like, yeah, there's a nervous energy with Josh, but chefs are all like that. I worry what'll happen when he fully burns out. Like, will it become like The Shining? Yes, Joshy.
She goes into a weird Jack Nicholson impersonation that was just a little bit too disturbing. God, could you imagine if The Shining was Aisha? It'd be like the most heartwarming horror movie of all time. All work and no play makes Aisha a dull girl. Do you want to go running in a maze?
Red rum. I just thought we'd do a little puzzle today, kids.
Would you like some red rum? It's delicious.
Wait a minute. Before I murder you, can I ask you a question? Are you olive oil from the Popeye movie? I love that film. You did such a good job. Now stay still. I'm going to chop off your head. Right.
Girls, for tonight, for service, there's going to be a formal party of ghosts in the ballroom. So please make sure I have everything ready.
V, you did a good job on the bed, but the walls are bleeding.
V, can I hate to bother you, but it seems like room 236 is not ready yet. Could you please tell the lady in the bathtub that she has to get out of there if we want a clean room?
So now we're running plates for dinner, and Josh is like, everything from this table is from Spain. And they're like, oh, wow, that's amazing. Spain, I love Spain. That's amazing. I've been to Spain. I took 9 suitcases to Spain. I think, wow, Jack, wow. Jack's like, I'm simply starving to death. Simply starving.
Like name dropping about going to Spain is like not that impressive when every single person at the table, working on the boat, and behind the camera is literally in Spain at that moment. Okay. Stop bragging about going to Spain. They're all there. You're present there.
So they're eating some chicken, and Jack's like, I love chicken. I want chicken 24 hours a day. I want chicken at 2 a.m. I just love chicken.
Yeah, he's really obsessed with it. He wants a big chicken energy. That's all he wants is chicken. See, now this is why I'm like, what? I feel like they're like changing up the preference sheet meeting a little bit, because I feel like we should have been able to see the preference sheet, and they should have highlighted that like Josh loves chicken, unless he didn't put it down there. But they should know that he loves chicken, right?
I mean, I don't know. What's it on there? I don't understand the new preference sheet thing, how they're doing. I don't understand what the point of the change was, because it was apparently like one of those meetings that they have before the season where they're like, guys, everybody from every below deck, get in here. We are going to make some big changes. I want to separate the preference sheet meetings. I want to have 2 preference sheet meetings across the board. Like, that's some weird decision, and I still don't understand what difference that makes.
I like having a moment where like this, like the higher ups get together and they're like having a special meeting amongst each other. I like the way that it kind of like quietly asserts the hierarchy on the TV show. And I think that when you don't have that, it's weird. I also feel like it's weird that Captain Sandy, she always goes with the deck team. I guess I know they're like handling the boat, but like she should maybe be with the surface once in a while. I don't know. But I personally think we should go back to old style of preference sheets.
Or even just have everybody sitting there if they're going to do it, like have a whole staff meeting where you're like, okay, this is who the people are who are coming on the boat. So everybody knows. Yeah. I mean,
why not do it that way? Like either do it. It's either everyone or only the elites, but I don't want some weird half and half.
Yeah. Only landowners. Just kidding.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So we see scenes of the deck crew taking stuff out for the guests, getting all that stuff, and unpacking stuff, blah, blah, getting the e-foils out, okay? There's a lady getting in the water without a life jacket. That's a problem. There is a guy getting on a paddleboard, never done a paddleboard. That's a problem, okay?
And that's a problem. Is getting on a thing that has a remote control that you need to use to operate the thing. And Christian's like, have you ever used one of these before? He's like, no. He goes, oh, well, you'll get it. Good luck. Now go off into the ocean.
So then the guy gets on the board and he just starts floating around because he can't work the thing. So now he's floated away from the boat, and Sandy's watching it and she's like, wait a minute. Well, wait, what are these floating pad things that Tessa's trying to do? That's not working. They're trying to, nothing's working. Like Nothing. No one knows what's going on, basically. And someone's like, one of the guests is floating away, Sandy. She's like, oh God, please say it's not the chicken lover. Please say it's not the chicken lover.
Wait a second. Listen, what I need this deck team to think of, they need to think of all those guests as voicemails and don't let one get away. Okay, go save that voicemail right now and play it for the rest of us. So they have to like go. Nathan, I think, has to go out on the boat and save the guy. And the guy's like, well, I didn't know how to do it. So he's like, oh, this is a fucking shit show and a half. And
Tessa sees it, but she's like, I don't know if like I'm supposed to get on the radio and announce that there's a guest floating. I'm not in charge here.
Tessa and Christian
she
are
just
both
throws
just standing
up her
there.
hands, like, whatever.
Yeah, they're both watching it. And Captain Sandy's watching them, watching the guy. And she's like, what the hell's going on? Come on, hurry up.
Yeah. So then she's like, these people don't know what they're doing. We have to have eyes on the guests at all times. This is embarrassing. And Nathan's like, oh God, what a fucking shit show. So then they get back to the boat and Nathan goes up to Tess and he's like, did you give the guy instructions? And she's like, no, I didn't. You're just supposed to go on the thing, aren't you? And he's like, but I did tell you to do that. And she goes, yeah, you told me. He goes, yeah, so could you do that in the future? She's like, I feel like I'm in school and I'm getting in trouble for not doing something, but why am I getting the blame for it? This is a collective problem. No, he told you to do something and you didn't do it. That's why he's getting in trouble for it, you dumb.
Another below deck thing, which who knows, maybe it's a generational, maybe it's a cultural thing that's happened these days. Because I'm hearing that this kind of thing happens in all sorts of workplaces, where she messes up and now she's like, yeah, but it's a collective thing. Like we were in talk, right? Like I'm not motivated to do this. So she's basically saying, like, you know, it's probably easy for Nathan to put the blame on all of us, but like, there's just like, no, nothing's been put in place. And then we see him being like, this is what you do. This is what you say. Here's how you put a hose on. Here's how you pull out a line. He's like giving them specific instruction. And she's like, hey, he's just so oblivious to the big picture. He would never fit in with the McVeys.
Leadership comes from starts at the top, okay? You can't have a moving body without a head. That would be silly. Yeah, she's one of those people that's like, well, maybe I didn't do the work, but you didn't motivate me to do it. Oh, okay. Yeah. So Captain Sandy's like, oh my God, never leave those two alone. Jesus, what fucking idiots. Remember that positive attitude that I've had for about 3 hours? It's gone. It's out the window. Okay. They're dum-dums. Please don't ever leave them alone. They're going to sink the boat. For fuck's sake, Nathan. He's like, I'm sorry.
Bloop.
Hey, baby, just leaving a voicemail because I just got a sense that you were unhappy when you took a picture of your capri pants being a little wet down there by the ankle. I knew you would not be happy, so just want to motivate you and say you're the sexiest thing I've ever seen, baby. Bye.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I feel better now.
I feel better.
Yeah. Get better. You know what? I'm just going to hire some more talentless people to take these slots, Nathan. You can handle it. You can handle it, I'm sure. So now Christian and Tess are on the back of the boat, and Tess is like, what's happening? Is this thing attached? And he's like, yeah, it's attached. So they're talking about a wave runner. So is this attached? Yeah, it's attached. And Nathan's watching. He's like, what a shit show. Jesus Christ. Something needs to change. It needs to change fast. Pull your finger out of your ass and get on with it. We're looking like fucking amateurs. So one person in here sorting this, other on the swing platforms at all times. Come on, people. And he says he wants to have his teams back, but they're all stupid, so it's getting harder.
They're all stupid. Excuse me, pretentious clown chef here would like to say something. Tonight, the guests requested a truffle-forward menu, and truffles are a luxury ingredient, but when you actually think about the truffle, it is of the street. It's from the ground. It's from the dirt. Same as the blues, you know. Shit, I'm fucked, aren't I? I've done too many psychedelics. When I look at a truffle, I say, this is B.B. King in mushroom form. I think of hard times. I think of harmonicas. I think of, yeah. That's how it goes, baby. Because actually, psychedelics, they help in terms of creativity. Cooking, that is, with them. Because when you take mushrooms, you've raised your consciousness. You've raised your frequency. And you're now seeing everything that's actually there. Like tons and tons of colors. A rainbow of colors. Those are just your Post-its that you put on the kitchen cabinet. Oh, yes. Yes, that's what that's on.
You see all this energy around you, you know, mate. You know, it's trippy shit. Like, I'm starting to sound like a real hippie right now. I'm trying really hard to. I hope I am. You getting all this? Right. You might be a drug addict. So then Sandy
the whole
comes in.
truffles speak of the blues.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
That is, no, they don't. The blues is kind of like, the blues to me speaks of like music of the people. And truffles are like the rarefied ingredient of the elites. So I don't really I like him trying to make that bridge, maybe to justify his own participation in sort of like a social strata that involves very wealthy people going on yachts. But no, I'm going to say this one. Truffles do not speak of the blues.
Well, the whole thing is stupid. I mean, truffles are a luxury ingredient, but they come from the ground. That's where all food comes from. I mean, even the
that too.
I mean, even the meat, you know, or dead things. I mean, really, it's where else would it come from? Weirdo. So Sandy comes in to check on Josh, and you know, thankfully doesn't hear any of this stuff. But she's like, "Wow, Post-its. Oh, I like that one that says vote. That's important. That's important. You should spread that around." Vote.
Yeah. Vote. Yeah. Looks great.
Yeah, I've got to post it. I've got to post it right here on the front of my shirt. Read it. BB? Yeah, that's it. Thank you. Feel better now. You're doing great. I think you're going to be great. You know what I think about you? Everything you do is great. You're just a fantastic person. We're not going to have any problems with you. I can sense it. It's
going to be perfect.
Doing great.
So then Kizzy has something to tell us. when I was young, I always knew I was going to be a star. By the way, this is because she set up the table and she's really proud of it. So because of her tablescape, she feels compelled to tell us that she always knew she was going to be a star. I danced from the age of 3 up until I was 18, and then I did it professionally. So I'm used to being praised, and I still want to be noticed for the work I'm putting in. Like, could you please stop doing a box step on top of the table and get to cleaning the bedrooms?
Also, it's like episode 3. You're not a star yet. Calm down. And so Aisha, right after her star monologue, Aisha goes, wow, you guys are doing so great. It's like I've got 2 superstars working for me. And she's like, oh, God, well, if anyone can be a superstar, then I don't want to be a superstar.
I know she doesn't want it anymore. I'm not sure if I believe that based on the fact that just like you setting a table has made you feel like, yep, I have finally achieved the levels of stardom I always knew I could achieve. I put the fork next to the knife and I basically am an icon.
Yeah. So now people are getting ready for dinner. We get the Wave Runner back and nothing's broken. And Nathan sends Tessa down. Blah, blah, blah. Jobless. Okay, now it's time to run some food. And everyone leaves and Max just grabs a whole truffle and eats it. Starts eating the truffles.
Could you imagine my face? Do you know me, Ronnie? I hope that when you watched the scene, you thought Ben's going to be so mad because I was furious watching this. I hate it in general when the staff eats the food when the dinner service is still happening because they like often need that food. And like how many times do they need that extra piece of cake? We remember there was that one season where someone wanted a second piece of cake and the staff went and like ate the rest of a cake after it was served. And I was like horrified and furious. And here Max just helps himself to this massively expensive ingredient. He just starts eating it. And then they come down to find more of it because the chef forgot to add truffle. Somehow he forgot to add truffle to a plate. And then there's no truffle left. And then Max doesn't even like fess up to it. I mean, I understand why, but like he doesn't. I was so mad. Fuck this guy forever.
Yeah. So Josh is like, yeah, it's fucking frustrating. Something so simple gets missed. I mean, oh, come on, Josh, get it together. But now there's no more truffle. Don. But there is. There's some more. He found some more. It all worked out. Thankfully, it wasn't like a prepared truffle because after all of it, it was like a dried truffle he threw on top of the risotto or whatever. So it worked out okay.
But Max literally just ate like probably a few $100s worth of truffle. And I just think and the fact that he's like not going to get in trouble and that this chef is going to be is losing his mind. Like I could have sworn there was truffle here. I think it's so fucked up. It made me so angry.
Yeah. It's fucking Max.
Yeah.
That's Max for you. You just got
God, I hate when people
buddy.
abuse the blues. It's like, gosh, it's like when people don't even acknowledge the great work of Dr. John in New Orleans.
Well, at least Josh really understands, starting to understand the blues now that his truffle has been stolen.
Max is somebody walking around going,
and now it's gone. Truffle, where'd you go?
Bonjour. So exciting times. I was obviously very mad by that scene. But everything's okay. Everyone loves dinner. And now Tommy is texting Kizzy. And he's like, I'd love to hear your voice and see your face today, please. XO. And she's like, wish you were here. So now they're cleaning up. This guy Jack just wants bump after bump after bump of caviar and maybe other bumps of things. But then Kizzy is
He's so obnoxious, this guy. Give me a bump of caviar. So you put it here like a bump, and then you do that, and you do a shot of vodka. Yeah, give me another one. I simply love a shot of caviar. So
I wonder if we're
obnoxious.
close
Throw
to
him overboard.
Ibiza. Can we go to Ibiza? We're close to Ibiza. Like, okay, whatever.
And I like that his friends all low-key hate him because he's like trying to dance around and he's wasted. His friends aren't. So he's like, I want to party. No, he wants to party. He wants to party. I got to be so my clothes. You're going to bed. It's like, we hate you. We've been on vacation with you for 6 weeks. We all just want you dead.
Yeah. Nathan goes up to Christian before going to bed and is like, here is your job list. Make sure you do it this time. See, there's 3 jobs on there. So what you do is you do the first job and then you cross it off. And you do the second job and you cross it off. And you do the third job and cross off. And that's why you know you've done all 3 jobs. 3 jobs. Can you do the jobs? Christian's like, got it. No big deal.
And Christian's muttering to himself, just chill. It's no big deal. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. No matter how badly you want to. So now it's bedtime, and Jack is in his room, and Kizzy checks on him and asks if he wants water. And he's like, no, you know what I want? I want Xanax and a Szechuan chicken. And she's like, well, I could do crisps. He's like, no, I want a Szechuan chicken. That's what I want. Xanax and Szechuan chicken.
And she's like, is there any alternative? Like maybe, I don't know, crisps? Really got some good crisps going on. It's like, no.
All I can think of chicken. All I can think about is just chicken. Give me some chicken, darling, won't you?
It's like, okay, well, this guy's paying lots of money to be here, and so I do need to make sure he's happy. Maybe I can show my vajazzling, but I don't even know what Szechuan chicken is. So they go to the kitchen, and she and Christian are trying to figure it out. They're trying to Google it, and they literally have not even heard of the concept of anything Szechuan. And he's like, how do you spell it? She's like, I'm thinking SESHWANTRQERL pi, like the number Z. He's like,
BAJAZZLE. Got one right here. I've got a chicken Szechuan vajazzled on my vagina. So, but I don't know how to spell it.
Well, I need soy sauce, salt, pepper, powder, flour, a camera, and Andy Cohen. And she's like, oh, okay. Well, I also don't want, should we use the chef stuff? And then Nathan finally intervenes and he's like, don't do this. You're going to give them food poisoning. Don't do this. They're holding up like a bag of raw chicken. Like, huh?
Yeah, like, how do you cook it? Let's look on the internet how to cook chicken. He's like, yeah, you guys can't do that, okay? You're going to give them food poisoning. You have to be licensed to cook. Do the job list. So she's like, all right, well, we've got chili from lunch. I'll just give him some of that. So she heats up some con carne or whatever, chili con carne. And
from the staff refrigerator, she just cobbles together some chili con carne.
Yeah. And then after all this, of course, that guy is just sleeping anyway.
Of course. So now it's the morning. People are waking up. Josh is waking up. He went to sleep at like 1:30 and had to be up and ready by 5. So, it's going to be a long day for him. And Nathan goes to the bridge to basically complain without complaining. It's just, hey, how are you doing? You want to hear this voicemail I just got from Leah? Okay, here it goes.
Mimi, I hope you have an amazing morning. Like, you're so sexy, and like, I love you in the morning the most of all. So like, have a great day, baby.
So now the guests are waking up, and Captain Sandy talks to Nathan again. She's like, you know what? You're tough. Your job is tough, but you're also tough because you got to deal with lots of personalities here. Motivation. That's what I need from you. All right, BB? All right, BB? Okay. Because it has rewards. For example, you work hard. At the end of the day, you get called BB. So let's try it. He's like, okay, yeah, definitely some rewards coming. So now Kizzy and Tessa are at breakfast, and Kizzy's like, would you like a cup of tea? She's like, no, thank you. That is so English of you. Tea. That's hilarious.
And Kizzy's like, well, but like, where are you from? Australia? The prison colony? She's like, yeah, I am, but I didn't live there much because I went to school in Bali and then I moved to Canada. Sounds like it might be time for some backstory for Tessa. Hey, I went to an international school with my little brother for like my high school, and growing up there was definitely weird, but being around those McBays sure made it a fun time. Like, you're clubbing when you're like 12 years old, and then when you're 13, you're driving a combine. Like, I got all my tattoos when I was 15. There's no rules whatsoever. Tattoos when I was 15, and strange 67-year-old hair when I was 17. Here I am, Tessa.
So she's like, was it like real school? She goes, yeah, it was real school. What kind of school do you think it was? Cow school? Not that there's not a thing as cow school. Cows do go to school, you know that.
So what was the name of your school?
One thing I learned in the
cow
big
school?
farm of farming.
McBee Ferment. I learned everything there. Dribbledores, Crappens, corn, soybeans.
So she says she was a real troublemaker as a kid. And then we see her in a bikini on a 4-wheeler to prove her point. We're like, yeah, that's a bad, bad kid right there. So now Jack wakes up and he's like, I'm hungry. I'd like some chicken. Is that too much to ask for? The chicken. Can I have a bump of chicken, please?
Everyone is, V and Kizzy are doing the cabins. The deck team starts to lower a jet ski and Nathan's trying to sort of coach them through it and everything. And what's his face? Christian's like on the jet ski and he's like out of it. There's a hook that's just dangling and it just like bonks him in the face. He's like, oh, I'm surprised he didn't punch the hook. The hook's like, got your nose.
He tried to grab the hook's nose. You see? That's what you get. It's karma. It is fucking karma. So then there's a lady who's like, I want an espresso martini, but with tequila espresso. So now we see Christian sitting on a jet ski and the engine's sputtering and he's just staring at it like, huh.
I thought something was wrong with him. I was like, oh my God.
There was one point I thought he fainted or there was, something was definitely wrong. Like he went into a catatonic state or something and he's just sitting there and he's staring at it. You don't even see him like jiggling with controls or, like looking around, like turning the key or you don't really see him.
He's just
really
staring.
trying to do anything. He's just sitting there kind of staring off into space.
He's like, I think he's actually had this moment where he thought, wait a second, did that guy actually get my nose? Because if he did, I don't know if I ever got it back. Do I have a nose? Am I noseless?
So Tessa doesn't know where the rope is for the swim platform. So she's just standing there being incompetent in her own way. And now,
as usual,
one of the guests noticed that Christian has now floated away. And they're like, what happened to that guy? And Sandy's like, what the heck? There's a guy just floating away. What the heck is going on over here? Jeez. So now they keep cutting to Christian. I still don't know what's wrong with Christian. It seems like something's wrong with him. So Captain's like, we've got a deckhand floating away on a jet ski. What are you going to do about that, Nathan? What are you going to do? He's like, fuck me twice.
Yeah. And so that's where the episode ends. Christian floating away into the horizon and Nathan having to go save him. And what's going to happen? Are there changes going to be made? We will soon find out. But until then.
Well, we see Aisha crying in the trailer. So do you think that they bring Aisha back? They fire somebody? Not
Gail?
Aisha. What's her buns? What'd you say?
Gail. Totally, of course they're going to bring Gail back because Nathan already said, like, I think the thing that's wrong, the thing that doesn't feel right is that Gail is not here. So it's like, obviously they'll bring Gail in, but not before Nathan hooks up with one of the girls. So that way Gail can be upset at him and yada, yada.
Well, there you go, everybody. It's the end of another McBee Below Deck McBee Dynasty. Thanks for being here. We will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King. It's always a party on Allison Block.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster. It's always automatic with Ashley Auto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offit.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela Etchels.
We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Aaron McNicholas. She don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo. Jamie. She has no last namey.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson.
Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B.
Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will Lauren Silsby.
She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D. Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino.
Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry.
We love her on the rocks. It's Melissa Cox. Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson.
She sure is swell. It's Raquel.
Yes, we canna. It's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge.
Darn Skippy, it's Tippy.
And our super premium sponsors.
She's VVIP. It's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the
Gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Put us on a stretcher. It's Charlotte Fletcher.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs.
It's our queen. It's Queen Latifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. Hail the cork master, the master of the cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish.
She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch.
My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She's a total knockout. It's Katie Manock.
We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. In the study with a candlestick, it's Leslie Peacock.
Gee, it's Lisa H.
We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
She eases our woes. It's Melissa St. Rose.
There's a chance of meatballs. It's Rebecca Cloud.
Maximum love for Sandy Maximoska.
She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
We cannot tell a lie. It's Sarah Tellefson.
Shannon out of a cannon Anthony. Please don't stop, it's Soli and Pop. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
We're obsessed all with Tessa V.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.